Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am in Miami, Florida today. I am at the Florida Truck Show, and what's really cool is whenever I got down here, I got to talk to the people who are actually putting on the show. We're working on a big deal for the next truck show. It's the same group that does the Texas Truck Show and the California Truck Show. So it's in Houston, Texas in June. We're working on a pretty cool project that can't talk a lot about right now, but we're going to build something really cool, and it's going to be the centerpiece of the show, and that's all I'm going to say for now. But this show here in Miami, Florida, it's a little bit smaller, but what's really cool about it is they want to grow this, and there's a lot of indoor space that they can occupy, and so they got all the show trucks indoors. So it doesn't matter rain or shine, this is a cool truck show to come to because they're gonna have quite a few custom trucks here, I think, in the coming years. They said it's grown a little bit year over year. This is the second year of the actual Florida Truck Show, and they plan on having this truck show again next year. So February every year here in Miami. Miami's definitely not a bad place to come to in the middle of winter, especially for all of our viewers up north. It's a cool show, and I recommend coming to it. But there's some really cool show trucks here. I'm hoping I can run into some guys who own these trucks so we can talk to them and do some interviews. But I'm going to start down here on this end and just show you guys what's here. So let's get going. All right, so the first truck here, we got a red Peterbilt stand-up. It's got the sleeper door in the right-hand side. But what's really cool about this truck is it's got like another little door back in the other side of it. But we'll kind of walk around this way, check it out from this angle first. It's got the extra cab lights in the back, or the extra lights in the back of the sleeper. Got the Harley fenders on it. Got the tank style polished up. Pretty cool eye panel sitting in there. We've seen this truck at some other shows before. I think we've walked around it a couple of times. But, this is, like I said, it's got this little door right here. And I've actually never seen this on a truck before. That's pretty cool. Back behind us. So this is the first time I've ever seen this Freightliner Argosy. This thing has some really, really cool features about it. They've done some work to the interior. I got to talk to the owner of this truck. It's a guy named Ed Perez. And this truck is pretty dang cool. Not to mention the color is like super eye-catching to begin with, but this thing's got big cat power in it. This is a 2000 model. And I really like what he's done to the back of this truck here. You know, for one, all the lights match, but this piece here that he had built, and he put these cans back here, so that way it's easier to change the air filters on the truck. These are actually international cans. He said he started out, he tried Peterbilt cans to begin with, but they were too big, and it kind of takes your focus away from the stacks. So like if you stand back, I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, the cans, like, they stand out already, but it seems like if you went with the bigger ones, it would kind of take away from, like, the whole presentation of the stacks. So I think that was the right move, putting the smaller cans on there. It looks really, really cool. And he said the reason he wanted those air filters exterior like that is because originally you had to raise the cab up to get to the air filter underneath it. And it makes it a lot easier to check and change your air filters. So back here on the back, pretty cool, neat setup here. Quarter fender right in front of each rear wheel. It's got the full deck plate, flush mounted deck plate. Nice shiny hiney kit back here. All in all, for a 2000 model, this truck looks really, really cool. I was talking to Ed about his truck here earlier and was hoping that he can make it up to our truck show in Crossville. He says this is the first time he has actually got a chance to show this truck because he said he had some issues. He was going to come up to 75. Said he registered a spot at 75, and then his engine had issues, couldn't make it up there. And then he said he registered at this truck show last year and then had issues and couldn't make it here. So He said this is the first time he's actually got to make it to a show and show this truck off, and it is pretty dang sweet. But yeah, I don't think you'll find a 2000 model Argosy that's, well, I mean, there's probably some out there that's in as good a condition, but you don't see it very often because it takes the right kind of guy to you know, understand and appreciate this particular truck. We've built a couple of these in a long time ago, back way before semi-casual existed. All right, and then over here we got beautiful Peterbilt 389. It's had a lot of work done to it, setting real low to the ground. This truck looks really cool. It's had some interior work done too. They don't have the doors open. I've not had them open today, but I can tell the roof is pretty dark. It's definitely an aftermarket roof panel, but I'm trying to see in through here. Looks like a tile floor in there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this truck right here had some work done to it for sure. They've shaved all the bolts off the back of it. They've got this flush mounted deck plate kind of sitting on top of the frame, which is pretty cool. Fiberglass fenders on the back. Look at these chrome U-bolts back here. That's pretty neat. Polish the fifth wheel out. Pretty cool. Watermelon lights on the front of the breather, not the back. I was wondering what he was doing there. Painted breather cans. Cake tops on it. Looks pretty slick. Over here, this is pretty neat. You actually don't see many people building like really cool show trucks out of a 386, which I've always appreciated. I thought was really cool. Can't really tell what's going on under there, but it's like active, exhaust, a whole bunch of lights on the back of the sleeper back here. Like a lot of lights. Flush mounted deck plate again. Here we go. So this truck was built by the same company as the blue one over here. You got, it says Dominguez Iron Works. Pretty cool. Got the skull shifter again. Some red mid-back seats in there. Looks pretty cool. Let's make our way over to the combo here. All right, I got a pretty slick combo over here. We'll start with the back side of the trailer here. There's a stainless steel reefer. Done a lot of work to the back side of it. Got this thing nice and polished out, super pretty. They put the quarter fenders right here in front of each of the axles. Done a lot of paint work on it. They've polished the tank out, painted around the back side of it. Well, button lights all the way down, 9 button lights all the way down the rails. Fiberglass fenders on the back of the truck. This big rear panel they've got, it's really good looking. Cleans up the back side of it really nice. Polished aluminum fifth wheel. Then we got the International up here in front of it. A lot of work done to this thing. Another Dominguez truck. Dominguez Iron Works. These guys brought a lot Showing off quite a bit of big iron here. Inside of this truck looks really cool. Got another Peterbilt, 389. Really cool color on this. I've always liked these like darker destroyer gray kind of colors. I've always thought this looks good on a truck. You don't see this color too often in our industry. I feel like it's a very, it got pretty heavily used. We built some dump trucks in the past that had this color on it. But still, even when it got real popular back in the day, it didn't, I don't think it necessarily got overused. The truck's name is Bad Influence. Another one of these flush mounted deck plates. I wonder if this is another Dominguez build or not. He seems to really like that style of deck plate. Nice grill. Got an Eagle logo instead of a Peterbilt logo. Pretty nice. Got those Hogue built lowrider fenders. Then we got a Kenworth. 72-inch sleeper on the Kenworth over here. Aero cab. Now this truck looks pretty nice. I like this one a lot. Now you don't see a whole lot of like paint matching on wheels in the industry, which, you know, I wish I could see a little bit more of it. It really does make it stand out. It makes it really cool. I like what he's done with the light bars here. So basically mounting the lights back there and behind it kind of makes them stand out a little bit. Oh, actually, you know what? That is not a mounted light. When you get in there real close, it's a painted panel, and he's got little 3/4 button lights. So, like, from over here, you'd never know that that's what the case was. That's really cool. I like what he did there. Got him a light bar in the windshield. Big tow truck here, Peterbilt, short hood, small bunk. 50-ton wrecker body on this thing. Don't know a whole lot about wreckers. You guys will have to help me out on this one. I know 50-ton is like one of the biggest you could get. Huge, huge big wrecker. Then we got the Goose. So this truck is definitely not new to us. We've seen this one a couple times before. This one was at the Semi-Casual Truck Show, actually. This truck's pretty cool. Big, huge aftermarket sleeper on there. Lots of work done to the interior. Like this. It's pretty neat. They got the rope that wraps around it there. Got goose in the doors. It's even got a little goose hanging out here. Candy bucket. Coming back for that later for sure. We got In God We Truck on the side of it. That's pretty cool. I like that. Fiberglass fenders on the back. A diamond plate deck plate, but I'm assuming that's because, yeah, we got the door on the back and they want to be able to stand back here, hook up the trailer and everything that they need to, plugging in the air lines and electric and all that. There's an LED light strip right here. I'll have to see if I can't come back and see this truck when it's all lit up. Got a couple of Freightliners sitting around. Looks like these may just be for sale. Brought in a couple trucks for the sales lot. A few over here. Good looking used trucks. Then you got these guys. Now, taking care of a car hauler and keeping it looking this nice is a whole nother level, because I mean, it seems like what me and Brian do is pretty hard, because you know, we always have to clean like the body and keeping the body all looking nice, but like there are literally cars pulling up on this deck all the time, and these guys, I mean, what they would have to do and what they'd have to go through to keep these car hauler bodies looking this nice. And like all that extra surface you got to wipe down, all those nooks and crannies inside this car hauler bed. I mean, it's insane the amount of work to keep something like this looking as good as it does, which is why I was super excited to get over to this truck, because you know, it takes some real passion to do what we do, like keeping a truck looking good, building a nice truck, and you know, making it nice. But these guys with these car haulers, this is a whole different level of enthusiasm and excitement about what you do in the industry. So he's got his exhaust pipe that comes out there because there's nowhere else to put it. Can't have exhaust like blowing up on the cars. Pretty sweet. I'm betting the interior's probably had some work done to it. Under the hood is really, really nice. Got a single bag air ride. Lots of lights shining on that engine, making it look nice and pretty. PACCAR MX-13 engine on that one. This truck is gorgeous. Got another really nice wrecker over here. Single bag air ride, big Cummins engine in it. All right, guys, so I made it over here. We've been looking around these car haulers, found the owner of the car haulers.
Hey, how are you, man?
Good, how are you? So you were telling me about this, like run that down for me, because you know, I was admiring this earlier, and I was talking about like what great condition this is for the year model and how many miles it has on it, but this thing recently had a facelift, huh?
Yeah, man. I mean, we got this truck from Canada about like, I would say 30 days ago.
Yep.
We had to make it to this truck show. They came up to us. It's like, hey, any way you guys can get these trucks to this truck show. We started getting to work, man, and 30 days in, we were peeling rust off this thing every day from 7 in the morning till 4 o'clock next morning, 30 days. And here we are, man.
So it sounds like the deadlines that we end up with all the time. And
yeah, all the time. As I watch your stuff, man. I mean, there's never enough time you can put these things, but I mean, with dedication, I think we made a statement, and
no, heck yeah.
These trucks with high mileage. I mean, this is a 2017 with 500,000 miles, and I mean, you can't pick off of it, you know.
And so all the car haulers in this little section, is this all you guys?
That's all us. These are all trucks back here that we're still working on.
Yep.
They're all in progress. All have different tastes, chop tops, normals, longer wheelbases. But yeah, that's what we do. We work on them, we build them out, and then we sell them.
Man, that's awesome. And so I was admiring, like, the paint work on this thing is really, really nice on this Cottrell bed here. But you were telling me you guys didn't have time to disassemble it, and so basically you just did like a lot of extreme taping.
Yep. So basically everything was on.
Yep.
We didn't strip anything down, the rack, the motor, and we did it in 5 days from start to finish.
Oh my
5
gosh.
days on this whole paint job.
So
From
yeah.
engine to interior to rack. I mean, every corner of this thing is painted.
Well, man, I honestly could not compliment you enough. Like, it looks really good. The pictures you showed me of the condition it was in 30 days ago is incredible. I love what you did under the hood. And you said, and you said you didn't even pull the engine for that, right?
Nothing was pulled, man. And you can take a flashlight, go into every angle of this engine, and you're not gonna find anywhere that's not painted.
Man,
Nowhere.
that is absolutely insane.
Thank you.
But
We did a quad airbag system on it. It's kind of something special we did in-house.
Yeah.
We tested it over and over. Last night before we brought it here, we had it all stripped apart again. Put this whole truck together. I mean, just a suspension in like 2 days.
Can we lift the hood again? Because earlier I talked about that, and I said it was a single bag. Let's bring the hood up again. All right, so as I walked up to this earlier, I said this was a single bag. This is actually, yeah, so there's another bag up here in front.
Yeah.
And
This bag up here, and this bracket in the bottom runs all the way through and bends down.
Yep.
And the system is amazing. I'm so amazed on how it rides. The quality of the ride is insane.
And it's
We're
still
starting to mass produce these, so if anybody needs parts, bases, I mean, whatever it might be, we have custom airbags that make these things drop insane. And I can guarantee or your money back that this thing will ride better than your expectations. I mean, I'm sure of that.
Man, it's crazy. I've never seen the bag out in front, and so is that one of your designs, or is that did you outsource
we
that?
fully designed this. It's no one. I mean, I don't even know who has it, who designs it, who does it, but we did it all in house.
Nice. All right, well, I'm gonna let you go. I appreciate your time.
Man.
Thank you so much for. All right. All right. So just met Abdullah with Chima Car Haulers. They actually said that they did this door panel themselves. And in true show truck fashion, they said they were putting these on like an hour ago. These trucks, both of these trucks, the brown one and the red one over here, put together in 30 days, which is insanity for the amount of work they had to do to this thing. But all the car haulers here, this is all them. It's pretty wild the amount of trucks that they've brought into the show, and they said they had to get it ready. They were in full truck show mode as we were back in Tennessee. Brian is right now. But guys, that is it for all the show trucks. Might do a quick walk around of the booth spaces. If you're thinking about coming to the Florida Trucking Show, it's pretty cool. Everything is indoors. They're trying to grow how many show trucks are here. It's a small show, but I've talked to the people running the show. They are very, very, very good people. They want to grow this. They're all about community, and it's pretty cool seeing everybody that's here and everybody that's a part of this truck show so far. I mean, it's been really cool. Everybody I've met so far has been awesome. And if you're thinking about coming to this show next year, I would say I definitely recommend it. All right, everybody, that is it for this video. Relatively small show, but this is also its second year that it's been here. And it's growing every year. They want more show trucks to show up. They want more custom rigs to show up. This is definitely the spot. You know, there's a couple of guys down here that have never showed before. So, I mean, if you're thinking about it and you want to come and display somewhere, this is definitely a cool spot to come and display. If you're based out of Florida, it's not a real huge time commitment. Come in, you get to park indoors, it's air conditioned. You know, if it rains outside, it doesn't matter. But the cool part is the show it's growing. They want to grow. They're very hospitable, and they absolutely, I mean, it's some of the nicest people that you deal with as far as exhibit shows go. So you guys know what you got to do. Like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at Semi Casual Show, and see you next time.